The Bible is Christocentric. In other words, Christ is the focus of the Bible. Every time you read the Bible, regardless of whether you're reading the Old Testament or the New Testament, you should understand that it is Christ that the Bible is talking about. Even if it is using allegory, even if there is an allegorization, Christ is actually the focus of whatever you read in the Bible. So the Bible is about Christ, alright? However, in teaching us about Christ, the Bible also teaches us the principles of Christ. And some of the principles of Christ are financial principles. So in learning about Christ, we learn his principles. And in learning his principles, we learn financial wisdom. Because financial wisdom are part of what his principles communicate. And like my good uncle say, the person of Jesus makes for our peace. But the principles of Jesus make for our prosperity. You see, there is the person of Jesus, there is the principle of Jesus. The person of Jesus brings us into salvation, into encounter with God. Alright, so the person of Jesus is, as it were, something that has to do with our salvation. But then the principles of Jesus is for everybody, whether saved or unsaved, whether Christian or Muslim or Hindu or atheist. Is for everybody. In other words, if an unbeliever copies the principles of Jesus and applies it, it will work for him. Why? Because the Bible says that God in his mercy makes the rain to fall both on the just and on the unjust. He makes the sun to shine both on the just and on the unjust. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's why Elon Musk can apply the principles of Jesus and he will be richer than even some people who have encountered the person of Jesus. That's why the founder of iPhone, Steve Jobs, can apply the principles of Jesus, one of which is diligence, one of which is creativity, and then he becomes even richer than people who have encountered the person of Jesus, whereas he has not encountered the principles of Jesus. So sometimes the problem with the people in the church is that we strictly put our focus on the person of Jesus, forgetting that that person functions with principles, and then we blind our eyes to the principles of Jesus and limit our vision to the person of Jesus. So whilst we are prospering spiritually, we are not prospering materially and otherwise. Whereas God's design is, my wish over you is that thou mayest prosper, that's financial, and be in good health, that is health-wise, even as thy soul prospereth. So God is not only interested in your soulish or your spiritual prosperity, he's also interested in your material prosperity, and is interested in your health prosperity. Somebody say, I hear.